What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Svetz Shot, giving you my takes, whether you like them or not. Check out my latest video where I talked about how mental illness dictates Kanye West's Ye. Link is in the description. And yeah, so I went to a few concerts this weekend. I saw Kali Uchis in Pittsburgh. I saw the TDE tour with Kendrick, Schoolboy, Absol, J-Rock. SZA was not there, unfortunately. She's still recovering from her injury, so hoping she gets better soon. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy and fun weekend, but it's time to get back into hip-hop and what's going on. And one of the biggest things going on right now, XXL 2018 freshman list has officially dropped, and it's pretty versatile. It's quite an interesting list, and yeah, predominantly there's a lot of the SoundCloud scene in it, but very different styles. Now, there's only 9 rappers on the list this year, and usually there's 10, but the 10th guy just decided not to be a part of it. So I definitely want to talk about that person, and I want to give you 4 other choices that I think would have made really good additions to the list. And with that, let's go. First up on the list, we've got Mask the Slump God, and this dude flat out can just rap. He has one of the fastest flows in the game right now. He uses very interesting beats using stuff like the SpongeBob Party theme, has songs like New Age Chip Skylark, Durga flows. He's definitely a product of that Nickelodeon kid environment. Even uses some Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends stuff, but this dude's been blowing up. His tape You Will Regret really showed off his versatility, and then he dropped Beware the Book of Eli, which just continued to refine what makes him so good. So I think he's going to absolutely kill the ciphers. He's going to kill pretty much any verse that he's on, and it's going to be really fun to watch him. I just hope he gets paired up with the right people to create a great song and a great cipher, and his verse could potentially be one of the better verses we've seen in XXL history. Up next, we got Lil Pump. Lil Pump, yes, the man with some of the best energy in the rap game right now. Lil Pump, he made the list, and you know, he's come out with a few good projects. I really dug his self-titled album. He has some good singles like I Shine, Get It, and was just featured on the Deadpool 2 soundtrack, and pretty much saves that whole song with his verse. You know, it was kind of a foregone conclusion that he was gonna be on the list. It's not that surprising. What's cool about it, though, is that his buddy, since 9 years old, Smokepurrp, made the list as well. And I really dug that Dead Star tape from him. His song Adi is still being played in the whip. Didn't really like the Murder Beats collaboration that he just came out with, but you know, Do Not Disturb is a pretty solid song. But I just think it's more cool that these dudes grew up together and they're going to share the cover with each other. In fact, Pump didn't even want to be on the cover until he heard that Purrp was going to be on the cover with him, so that's why he accepted it anyway. In terms of what they're going to do on the cipher and the songs, I don't know. Lil Pump's not really the most lyrical, but he'll definitely bring some interesting energy to, I think, at least the song. The cipher, we'll see. But who knows what he'll end up doing. Actually, I'm a little bit more interested to see what Purrp does, because I think he has some low-key lyricism in him, and he could come out and really surprise some people. Up next, we have J.I.D. J.I.D. just signed to Dreamville, dropped The Never Story, which had some great bangers like Never, Lauder, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Division, you name it. This dude can spit. He's got great lyrical talent. He has great topics. He's got a solid flow. He's easily the best lyricist on this whole list, like by far and away. And he's going to absolutely murder the cipher. He's going to murder the song. And if you haven't checked out this dude yet, you need to go check him the fuck out, because he is fire. Next up, we got a little bit of a disappointment. I'm going to be real. Blocboy JB Look, dude, he had that song Look Alive with the Drake cosign, then he had Rover, which I really dug both those tracks, especially Rover. Um, but I went into his album Simi, and it's just not good. I don't know what to tell you. I just think he's a pretty average rapper at the end of the day. I don't think he's going to bring anything special to the table. I think there's a lot of better choices. I understand the choice, but at the end of the day, I'm not really excited to hear his cypher. I'm not really excited to hear his song. I hope he proves me wrong, but I just don't think he's going to. Sorry about it. Up next is They Say a Nightmare Where You Been At, I'm Just Catching a Breeze. Yes, YBN Nahmir has made the list right here, and I like this choice. He doesn't just have Rubbing Off the Paint. His song No Hook is pretty dope. He has another track, I'm trying to remember it right off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Bounce With That. That's another good track of his. And of course, Rubbing Off the Paint is an absolute banger. He has solid lyrical talent. I think he could also surprise some people, but he's more about his flow. So we'll see how that shakes out. I'm not really going to go into his stuff with too much expectation. Hopefully he's just surprising and does really well. Next up, we've got, this rapper I do know, but I don't know if everyone knows because she's more a UK commodity. Stefflon Don. And she's been in the game for a few years, but she just started getting some buzz. She has some pretty good tracks. 16 Shots is probably my favorite by her, but Cigarette is also a good song. She mixes dancehall with grime, and I think that's a pretty cool idea. There's some other rappers that do that as well, but not quite with the speed of flow that she offers. She could be interesting. I think it's a very interesting choice by XXL to put her on the cover. It's always good to put, a woman rapper on the cover. And she definitely has a lot of talent. Ooh, I love this next one. I'm so excited to talk about it. Wifisfuneral, the Lupe Fiasco of the SoundCloud scene. And by that, I mean he's got more talent than 80% of that scene. He checks the boxes in everything. Lyricism, conscious rap, flow, speed, punchlines, everything. He is just an excellent, excellent rapper. But he does not get the credit that he deserves. He just dropped his latest album, Ethernet. Last year he dropped A Boy Cried Wolf. Black Heart Revenge was in 2016. There's so many good tracks by him. Where You At? Knots. This dude is just an absolute spitter. And I think that he is going to get on that mic and show people what the fuck is up. He's going to really assert himself. I think between him, J.I.D, Ski Mask, those are the guys that are really going to come out and ball. And finally, we've got Trippie Redd. And I like Trippie Redd. He's got a lot of good songs. I really dig Dark Knight Dummo. I liked both of those Love Letters tapes. But I just really don't like the idea of XXL putting R&B crooners on the list. Because what are they going to do for a cypher? What are they going to do? I guess they'd be okay in the song, but history has shown that even the guys that are pretty damn good, like Anderson .Paak, have not been the greatest when it comes to these ciphers and shit like that. So, I don't know. I think Trippie Redd deserves it, but at the end of the day, I would have rather just seen another rapper on the list. The person that decided to decline the cover was Lil Skies. He won the fan vote, and I don't know, he just decided not to do it. I'm not 100% sure why. But yeah, I've really been digging this dude's stuff. His Life of a Dark Rose tape has been on repeat and has still been in my rotation. And he's had some very great features as well. One of the things that stands out is Lil Skies' Funeral with Wifisfuneral. So That's a pretty good track by him. He just dropped another one with Lil Nar. I don't know who Lil Nar is, but it's not a bad track either. Lil Skies just does his thing. Oh, and then obviously Lonely with Young Bands. Dope song as well. But yeah, he decided not to do it. The replacement was Rich the Kid, who took a break from running away from Lil Uzi to go fly out and just find out that he was the replacement. And when he found that out, he was like, nah. So that's why we don't have a 10th person. But here's some names that should have been the 10th person, in my opinion. 1, Rich Brian, aka Rich Chigga. He changed it to Rich Brian. This dude has many good songs. He's a little bit of a joke rapper, but he also has some introspection to him and just has a very interesting demeanor, quick flow, student of the game. I just think he should have been on the list. Jay Critch, one of my favorite up-and-coming rappers. Got a lot of buzz right now. Drops 1,000 Ways. Did It Again is probably the song that people know best out of him. He was also on Knots with Wifisfuneral. He's a straight Brooklyn rapper, and he's pretty damn hard. I really fuck with him. Rico Nasty. If you wanted to get 2 women on the list, Rico Nasty would have been a perfect choice. She's got a lot of buzz right now. People are calling her the queen of the SoundCloud scene. And her song Trust Issues just bumps in the whip. Straight up. Jimmy Wapo, Pittsburgh, PA. I only live like an hour away from there. But he could have definitely been a good choice as well. And also Young Bands. Young Bands has been making a lot of music and really been coming up. And just one more. I'm just going to throw out one more. I think I said 4 at the beginning, but screw it. Now that I'm thinking about it, Lil Baby. How did Lil Baby not get on the list? Lil Baby is, man, wow. Bitch, Lil Baby. That shit is blowing the fuck up right now. So, yeah. But now I want to know your guys' thoughts. Who shouldn't have been on the list? Who should be on the list? Who are you most excited for in terms of the cypher, in terms of the song? What do you think of the cover as a whole? And who got snubbed? I can definitely think of some other names off the top of my head, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. So like, subscribe, and don't be afraid to criticize. And with that, peace out.